Ooh, that is a good question. Yeah, if you're looking at foldable phones, I mean, the 8 Ultra is definitely an upgrade over the 7, but whether or not it's enough of one to bridge like $1,000 probably gap. Uh. Okay, so yes. Why are you in portrait mode? That is, stop being in portrait mode. Aha. All right. Okay, get that set up, and that set up, and I want to grab specific window. That's what I want. No, not that one. That's cute. There's probably a better way to do this. That's what I get for almost never streaming and then deciding to do this on a whim. And thinking I gave myself enough time, but obviously not. All right. Can I please have the window? There we go. All right. So let's see. Do you have any requests as far as brands? Because cases we're looking at here? Because I've got, I don't know, most of them. Otherwise, I'm just going to open whatever's on top of the pile. Which is Mabosi. Okay. It is a two-piece case. Hinge not springy. What is that? Is that tempered glass or is that plastic? That's tempered glass. Okay. So we have a two-piece case. It is frosted. Let's get that here. And where's my dummy? Did I drop it? No, there it is. So, well, this isn't working out in my favor, is it? This is poor planning. All right, I might just not worry about that too much. All right. So, my anchor's not that good. Okay, yeah. Solid. I like the feel of this one. It's kind of sleek. Wish the hinge was springy. That's... Can we have focus? Thank you. That's a big problem I'm having right now. Hinge not spring. Sad. Okay. How is the magsafe strength on this bad boy? Oh, good. I'm always the most prepared. What, did I drop it? Where's the sand? Literally right in front of me. All right, so... Whoa, that was good. That was a good one. Unfortunately, I can't test the actual charging because I don't have an actual phone yet. But as long as I am opening my spoils... Holy dang. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm strong enough to pull this off. Jesus Christ. Okay, I gotta remember that. Oh. Alright, so that peaked at storage full. Terrible. So that peaked at 37.2 newtons, which is really, really good. All right, real quick, I am going to Google a thing and teach myself something very quickly. Connect webcam. Okay, I need a USB cable. I need another USB cable. Okay, maybe I need a third USB cable. That's too many USB cables. Yeah, I thought that might be the last. Okay. Well. No, I guess I'll continue doing it this, like, janky way. Alright, so the Mobosi one's got really strong magnets. How are we on large MagSafe accessory usage? I have a million power banks around me. I should be able to just pull one out of just random. Trying to find the best 25-watt power bank. But unfortunately, the selection right now is quite poor. Okay. That is fitting on there really well. It's probably up partially because of how strong the magnet was, because I can see, and let's see, can we get a, can we focus on that? Yeah, you can't quite see because there's not light coming from me, but if there was, you'd be able to see there's a little gap right there. Yeah, you can see it. Little gap. Not enough to dislodge it. So, does work with the large MagSafe accessories. That's pretty good. So, three-piece case, or two-piece. I don't know, this screen protector is almost like a third piece in itself. So that's good. I'm actually a lot more impressed with that than I thought it was going to be. It's my first Babosi case. Cool. Onward. Can't spend a lot of time on any one individual case because they've got a billion of them. Let's see, what do we got here? Sup case. Oh dear. Am I going to wish I had a knife near me? Probably. I'm just not good at planning. Well, I guess one big question if you're on a 24 Ultra is whether or not you use the S Pen a lot, whether or not that is a thing that matters to you. Because if it is, I'd probably just get a 26 Ultra, if I'm being honest. But if it's not, then yeah, fold. The folds are great. Although I've heard nothing but good things about the Motorola Fold as well. The software isn't as good as One UI, but otherwise they have pretty fantastic deals on it. So something you might want to actually look into if you're a if you generally go with whatever your carriers can give you, I would check to see if they have Motorola's. Because the Motorola Fold just kind of came out of nowhere and it's really good. Alright, so I am looking at the UB grip, which apparently ships with both a privacy and a regular clear screen, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and you can't even do that anymore with the 26 Ultra because they took the Bluetooth out of it. I really don't see the purpose of it beyond like that of a regular stylus, and if I wanted a stylus, I would just get a stylus. I don't see why people complain about it so much. All right, so kind of got your usual UB grip thing going here with your little stand. This does not feel... The UB Grips ring never feels as sturdy as, like, say, Taurus's or, oh, what's that other company? The, Rinky, the Alice. So this ring doesn't feel as sturdy as those. I don't... Feels like it does feel like I could just bend it if I wanted to. So I never really liked that about these rings. Also, I don't like these rings in general, the ones that are part of the cases, because pretty much as a rule, they make it so you can't get the best wireless charging, like MagSafe. Okay, where did I put that? There it is. Let's go ahead and... Okay, once again, fits just fine. Shockingly unsurprising. Let's see here. Cute. Continue doing this like absolutely terrible. I like that color blue though. Good looking bezel. Whew. This is deep. I might have some issues. Do I have... Well, it doesn't even matter if I do have a controller, because I'm not going to be able to really tell if it works or not until I have a unit that actually plugs into it. All right, well. Large MagSafe accessory test passed, like, very well. Like, it's super well on there. Their bezel slopes inward, which helps with that a lot. Got a good chamfer. This case also feels really nice. Got some good grippiness on the side. All right, I think I like this year's UV grip better than last year's. You know, I have a deck thing. I should have set it up to just be able to do scene switches with a button, but I ran out of time. Okay, so that was pretty good on the does it fall off when I shake it test. And yeah, the problem with these is that you can never really get a good it's gonna show like 12. That's about... It is better than that. It's just it's the lack of being able to get a good angle. So it does stick better on there, better than 12, as is represented by... Yeah, finally came off. But when you just pull it straight backwards, let's see, let's do a push. Maybe the push will be more accurate. Holy cow. There we go. Let's get a better angle. This is what I get for not packing my good push nozzle head thing. Words. There we go. Yeah, 21 newtons to push it off. So that's a much better representation of the magnet strength that I'm feeling here. So yeah, I almost want to say, no, it didn't actually show, did it? Of course, whatever. I almost want to actually say this feels less bulky than last year's UV grip. I don't remember thinking last year's UV grip felt as good as this one does. So, am a fan. Maybe I can, if I do an individual review on this one, maybe I won't do the subcase choke. All right, UV grip. Thank you for your being here-ness. What's next? Got a Nilkin Super Frosted Shield. This is actually one of my favorite cases for the Z Fold 7, and I never published my review of it because I don't know. I just never got to it. It's good in basically all areas. It doesn't really have any downsides, and it has the individual camera cutouts. One of the few problems I had with it is that it doesn't really come in colors, and it once again does not come in colors now. But with the Z Fold 7, that was a bunch of keycaps just falling on the ground and scattering. That's awesome. I'm super happy that happened. But with the Z Fold 7, they did eventually release ones with colors, so that's cool. Okay, so you can see. No, we don't want to focus on that camera. What if I ask really nicely? No? Okay, fine. How individualized these cutouts are. The one problem I did have with this case is this gets scratched really easy. This like aluminum camera lens case part. So you have to be careful with that. This part gets scratched really easily. That's slick. Does this have a front piece? No, I don't believe this one comes with a front piece. Oh wait, no, yes it does. It's right here, and I'm just blind. This one has buttons. You can't really test the buttons with the dummy too well. When the buttons are obviously part of the case like this, they're generally not as good. I like it when they have the aluminum buttons that you can punch out of these things. Got a good chamfer there. Really easy to get to the thumb button. That's important. Plenty of room for USB stuff. All right. Woo. Oh man, I'm doing bad things to this dummy. I don't think it's supposed to be tested as harshly as I do. See? It's breaking. Maybe I should have, I even said, not that I've published this review yet. No, I did. I published the Banks review. I even said I wasn't going to put the screen protector on because that would be stupid. And now I kind of wish that I had. Oops. All right, so this version of the Super Frosted Shield did not come with a screen protector. I know some versions do, but this one did not. Okay. Whew. 18.3. That's respectable. That was the higher end of average for the Z Fold 7 generation. I think the average is going to be higher this gen, though, just in general. Which, you know, is what average means. But, you know, whatever. Cool. All right. So, I do once again like the Super Frosted Shield from Nilken. Maybe this year I will actually publish a review on it, on what is probably my most used and favorite case for the phones that I'm reviewing. It's basically a crime. I basically committed a crime by not telling you guys about my favorite case. That's what happened. But I have plans on how I'm approaching things this year that are hopefully a bit more organized than I was last year. Fund case. Fund case comes in a little bag. It's always very kind of, it doesn't fill me with a whole lot of confidence when it's just like a little plastic bag and it's held together by stickiness. But at least it's a branded bag. You can get a lot of dropship companies that have like the same box, and that is a huge tell. But just because a case is dropship doesn't actually mean it's bad. It just means that you can't trust it. It could be bad, it could be good. You don't know. And you've got nothing to weigh it against. Ooh, this front case came with a ring. See, even this ring from this little like no-name brand feels sturdier than the UB grip ring, and that is distressing to me. It also clicks really nice. I like that. I like this ring. Well, okay, that's a lie. I like this ring better. I don't like these rings in general because, again, they interfere with MagSafe charging. Oh, that's something I could be looking for. Okay, it does have... Well, that's inconvenient. It does have the little divots, little airbags, which I guess we can look at the other ones to make sure. UP grip. Yep, shock absorption right there. And I would be shocked if the Super Frosted Shield didn't have it, because I had it last year. Yeah, you can see those there. Man, my phone camera does not like it when I get this close to it. But unfortunately, I did not have the means to prop it up any higher and still be able to take a top-down video correctly. Where's the Mobosi case? There it is. All right, this one's the hardest one to see, but it is there. Oh, there we go. That's a good angle on it. All right. That's pretty standard these days. It seems like I think every case manufacturer understands they need to put either divots on the inside of the corners or extra padding. Like if there was extra padding on the outside, that's basically the same thing as having a divot on the inside. Now they have the buttons like that too. Wait, that's the... That's my BOSI's front. This is the front brace front. God dang it. Okay. That's good. Oh, it's got one of those where it chamfered down the camera bezel. It's a very deep camera bezel. Holy cow. Then it's chamfered down a bunch. It would be pretty difficult to drop your phone in such a way that that bottom lens would get hit. So they did a decent job there. You have to like basically drop it on a table sledge. Okay. I don't think the dummy's going to survive. Ooh. Hey, focus on me. So there's going to be a piece of sharp plastic on the floor of my room that I will likely find at the bottom of my foot. So that's very unfortunate. That was pretty good as far as strength is concerned. .6, so I'm doing better on the pull tests than we did with the UV grip. But once again, like I said, the pulls don't really give the right idea. Well, only 17.8 with that, but that's still pretty decent on the push. So Funt case continues to be a relatively decent budget option. I like the translucent blue. I'll be interested to see if these 20-watt coils deal with these rings better. I assume not, but the amount of disappointed I am in the Fold series only having 20-watt MagSafe charging is hard to completely convey. I am incredibly disappointed. Like you have the ow. Okay, my dummy unit's starting to hurt me when I try to take the front piece off. There we go. Yeah, see. All right, Funt case, not bad. Oh, also comes with a screen protector. So, yeah, for a budget brand, Funt case pretty much always delivers. Like, I'm consistently impressed by their cases for the price that they are. And honestly, it feels really weird coming at this as now like a grizzled veteran of phone case review, because this is my whole second generation of phones in a row. But kind of cool that I'm able to just from memory be like, oh yeah, well, you know, this is how this was on the Z Fold 7, and now this is how it is on the Z Fold 8. That is kind of a neat feeling. I'm enjoying it so far. That was bad. All right, so we are going to just not worry about top-down camera anymore because that was something that maybe. All right, so I'm going to try to widen my focal field here. Just have to remember what button it is. There it is. Open up my iris a little bit. Or no, close my iris a little bit. Uh-oh. This is good. I'm glad that it's just my face, like, while I'm trying to, while I'm like flailing at the back of my phone, trying to remember what buttons are what from memory. It's not working out for me. There we go. Hey! Welcome to the channel. I just knocked over and probably negated my ability to use a top-down camera completely. So we are going to make do with this one. I suppose actually seeing me isn't that important. Let's turn this into a top-down camera. That's what we'll do. This is it. This is YouTube magic at its finest. There we go. All right. So we're just going to pretend like God, that would have been smart, wouldn't it? Yeah. Oh well, not something I can deal with right now. All right, so I think the next case. Oh, I've got two cases from Front Case. Oh, I ordered one with the metal ring and one without. Okay, cool. So the only real difference there is going to be whether or not it charges MagSafe or not. But let's like MagSafe better. It probably will. MagSafe strength probably matters too. Oh my lord. All right, so once again, looks like it comes with a screen protector. Yep, there it is. Comes with a screen protector. Comes with some foam. Two-piece case. Not a springy hinge. And where is fantastic? At this rate, there's not going to be much left of the. There aren't really words to express how upset I am about the fact that I just knocked that over. All right, so that fits like a glove. All right. Chamfer gives good access to the button there. Focus. Come on now. All right, I am not. There we go. All right, there we go. That's better. Tell I'm just doing this on whim, and it's not better. Can we please? Don't make me turn on manual focus. I really don't want to. Okay. We're good. Dang. 26 newtons. So that's pretty dang good as far as MagSafe strength is concerned. And it's definitely going to fit the larger MagSafe accessories because not only do we have the chamfered bit here, but also it just looks like it fits. Oh yeah. And straight up, I can all right. You see where that sits on the phone? How it's completely below the lens? That's just not how it is. I'm not very smart. Whatever. That's something I can dig into later. That is not the purpose of tonight. All right, so that was front case. Front case did pretty well. For the first time I ordered a flint case, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be just some drop shipping company, and it wasn't. And then I was kind of shocked at the quality they're able to provide at the price that they do. I'm trying to make sure I don't get stuff lost or mixed up because I'll need it for actual reviews later. All right. Where's a Spigen case? I'm really curious about the Spigen cases. Let's see. Ninki. This one just says protective case. What is this? Red 2 Fire. This is what I'm talking about. These are from 2 different companies. We've got Red 2 Fire, and Temdan. Those are definitely different companies. Got some drop shipped right there. For sure. Okay. Oh, and what's this? Oh, another Temdan. Ooh, purple. And Spider Case. That's a third brand. All in the same boxes. It's neat, the kind of stuff you learn doing this. There's a Spigen case. All right, what do we got? Hey, Angel. This is new, as far as I can tell. This is the Slim Armor Pro S. It's their Slim Armor, but it's got like a ring. Doing all right. I broke my dummy, kind of, so that's fun. And I knocked over my top-down camera, and that would be too hard to put back up. So, you know, about usual for a stream of mine. Yeah. Did I get many cases? That's what I do. I like phone cases. I like excuses to buy phone cases. Ooh. Okay, yeah. So this is the Spigen Slim Armor Pro S. Nice hinge. But based on my memory of the Slim Armor, this is the same thing, except for it's got a ring in the back. And I don't know if that ring is worth the extra money that they are charging for the Pro S. Because like the regular Slim Armor is like 30 something bucks, and the Pro S is like 90. And I was just absolutely flabbergasted when I saw a $90 Spigen case. Yeah, they are. Most of these I just bought. I refresh Z Fold 8 Ultra case on Amazon and look for them. Didn't they release their 8 Ultra, or did they just release the 8? I think I saw an ad for it. I haven't checked their website. I know that it's not on Amazon. They didn't put their 7 case on Amazon either. But they put their 26 Ultra one on. Okay. Where is my dummy? There it is. So, ow. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to cut myself on this plastic. Okay. Oh, there we go. Oh, right. You're supposed to install this one with the phone open. I almost forgot about that. Like that. Because it's so snug in there. Yeah, look what I did to my dummy. Oops. Alumu put out a case. Now you're making me look at the internet. No, I have not seen the Alumu case. Dang it. Because I do like Alumu cases. Or at least I kind of like the way they look. They're very niche, very specific look to them. Well, I'm guessing that Illumina doesn't have it on the Amazon yet, because I can't find it here. Hmm. Cases. Z Fold 8 series. Okay, I'm on their actual website now. No, it's just their carbon fiber case. They had this same style for the 26 Ultra. And yeah, it's cool. Like, but yeah, the exact same style as the 26 Ultra. Yeah, yeah. No, you don't understand. You see, the reason I like phone cases so much is because I drop test my phones on accident constantly. All right, so yeah, the slim armor is as good as it always is. But this ring, this having a ring here is throwing me for a loop. All right. Do a little push test here. Hmm. Because Spigen doesn't normally have rings on their cases, or at least not that I've noticed. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, 20 newtons to push it off. That's not too bad. You know, Angel, one thing I'm seeing, one thing I'm noticing is that there does seem to be more clearance before the MagSafe accessory. So more cases are passing this. Oh, thank you, Ash. Yeah, my problem there was like I said, I wasn't thinking, and I was going to just use this to kind of hold my phone and do top down that way because this was all kind of on a whim. Um, and then I realized that I needed this for actual MagSafe testing. I'm just not very smart. That's the problem. I didn't plan on doing this. Okay, so this is interesting. The slim armor with the ring. I don't know how I feel about it. I know how I feel about the price. Um, I I don't feel like the difference between this and the regular slim armor is worth the difference in the price at all. Buttons are just wide open. Yeah. Okay, well, that's interesting. I was expecting more. They got my expectations raised with their inflated value there. You know what? The wireless cord's lower, or is it just like this? I think oh, what was I gonna say? Because okay, so right now I'm an idiot. So right now I've got the Banks Z Fold 8 case on my Z Fold 7 because why not? Um, and as you can see, the island's not exactly in there, but the island is also lower than it is previously. So I think that the ring might be further down. I'm not certain. I need the actual dang phone. I know I need it now. I need it like right now. What am I looking at? Let's grab, what's in here? Oh, official Samsung case. Official Samsung cases are annoying. And often not that good and way overpriced. I would never recommend them. Maybe I'll actually review them this time around. Be like, Samsung, you didn't send me a free Z Fold 8. Have terrible reviews on your case. Now, what do we got here? All right, aramid. That's not aramid fiber, is it? Carbon fiber. Yep. Aramid fiber and carbon fiber are different things for people who did not know at home. So this is just the one thing, huh? What's in here? Little box. Little box has, oh, a cleaning cloth and dust removal stickers. Did this come with a screen? Oh yeah. Yeah, there's a screen protector in here. Oh my god, the cases are so bad. The 26 Ultra case doesn't like fit properly, from what I can tell, or at least the ones that aren't the rugged fits all right. The other ones don't. And that was just from a different review I watched or something. I don't even remember. Maybe I dreamed it. All right, so it's a back piece and a screen protector, which is an interesting combination to send. Wow. That is, assuming this dummy is right, this thing like you could breathe on this and it falls off the phone. Are there stickers? At least. None pre-installed. Let me check in the box. No? What's that? That's the alignment guide for the, what you call it, screen. Yep, no stickers. Wow, that back piece just like comes right off with just a little bit, like just a hair of pressure. That's it. Just boop. That's nothing. Wow. Okay, so when I said the S26 Ultra cases barely fit the X26, what I actually meant was the Z Fold 8 case barely fits the Z Fold 8. Samsung, Samsung, Samsung. Well, they have to pay for all of their AI somehow, right? I didn't even, like, Unpacked was coming, and I knew Unpacked was coming. I didn't even want to watch it after the 26s Unpacked, where, like, they spent most of the time talking about AI, because I knew that was going to happen again, and it happened again. What else we got in here? Let's grab a Taurus case. Okay, maybe I lied. Maybe the Taurus case is too hard to open. Okay. I'll put Taurus in the, I need to grab a knife before I can open that category. Oh, I forgot to test the magnet strength on the Samsung case. Oh, because if I did this with the Samsung case, it'll just fall right off, so I'm not going to. Okay, what am I looking at? Ninki. Okay, so I apparently bought a case without MagSafe, which is not normally my jam. What is even happening here? Oh, that's right, because it comes with, like, a thing, like a grip type thing built in that looked pretty cool. And this is a stand, right? This part? And a stand. Oh, and they... Okay, yeah. I'm on board. I'm on board, Ninki. The Pro version of the Banks case. I think they're sending it to me. Big excited about that. It'll probably be what my phone lives in, to be honest. Okay, something fell out when I opened this box, and I don't know what it was or where it was, where it went. So, oh well, I guess. Oh my god, I've made such a mess since I started. I've knocked like 5 things over that just had like switches in them or keycaps or something. So this fits nice. Springy hinge. Always on board with the springy hinge. Nicely lined up. Oh, it's got a, okay, that's it. I need to set an overhead camera back up because this is driving me insane. Let's see, if I was... No, that's not gonna work. What I need is another USB cable coming out of my computer. But I don't have that right now. What's this? Oh my lord. Okay, none of that is what I want. I think I'm Out of luck. Oh, wait. That's the USB cable. Give it to me. All right. Okay. So I plugged it in. Is it not hooked to the computer? What's going on here? Oh, we don't talk about how much I spend on cases, but that's not something we talk about. I have started selling them though, like afterwards. So that's at least something. All right, so that isn't popping up the little pop-up that I wanted it to as far as using it as a webcam is concerned. So I might lose sound. All right, so that USB cable is apparently not attached to anything. Oh my god, I was so mad at UAG last year with their cable that doesn't even fit in. Oh, I got an AI case though. I did. I ordered an AI case and it does fit and you can use the phone charger in it. And humorously, yeah, humorously, it's one of the cases that can fit the Z Fold 7 as well as the Z Fold 8. So technically, the Z Fold 8 case made by AI case is better for the Z Fold 7 than the Z Fold 7 case is that AI case made for the Z Fold 7. So that I found very funny. All right, we are going to figure out how to get the phone going again. Hopefully without knocking anything else over. Okay. All right, so theoretically, yes, fantastic. It's not the best top-down shot in the world. Very janky. But it's better than what we had. All right. So, oh yeah, that's way better. Cutouts are nice. Not much of a little bit of a chamfer there, but not much of one. But both buttons are cut out. It actually does seem like this might be a little difficult to use. I'm not touching the button right now when I'm doing that. It's very close to the ridge here. Oh, that'll be something that I need to make note of to definitely test when I get the actual unit in. All right, so that's dumb. All right, so the grip thing, I guess they're assuming you're going to hold it left-handed like this, which because right-handed it's hard to put on. But like that's how I would use it, right? Stands. Wow. All right, so I don't think I can recommend this one. Huh. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the stand to come apart when I tapped on it. I was wondering if the phone was going to stay up or if it was going to tip over, but the stand coming off was not on my bingo card. I don't know how to get it back on. Oh well. Yeah, that's this is the first time I've bought a Ninky phone. I haven't grabbed Ninky off of Amazon before, although I have seen them. I try to branch out a little bit. I regret it. I think I regret it. Actually, no, because letting other people know this sort of stuff is what I want to do. So it says to keep exploring, and I think what it really means is keep exploring other cases. Or just like keep looking. Maybe that's what they meant. Keep looking. Translation error. Keep looking elsewhere. Alright, what else we got in here? Here's another one I haven't ordered before. Meemaw. Alright, so just two pieces, no hinge. Is that tempered glass or is that just plastic? Well, that's the tempered glass. Okay. Very basic, but nothing wrong with that. Assuming everything fits right. Which does. Let's see. It's pretty slippery. Let's see. It's all lined up. That's the hinge. Decent bezel. I haven't been like looking at the interior bezel because I don't know how correct the dummy is in that regard. That all looks good. This is one of the ones that has a chamfered front piece for ease of swiping, so that's always nice. Yeah, buttons are easily accessible. It's all right, yeah, if you like pretty minimalist phone cases and don't want hinge protection, this isn't terrible. I wouldn't use it because I consider the hinge the most important part to protect, but I know that other people have different preferences. All right, let's see how this is. All right, so now we got one where it's, I mean, it's on there, but it's askew, so that's only sort of on there. It's on there, kind of enough. Not really sure if I would count that one way or the other. All right, so this isn't going to be a perfect test. Because when you pull it off at an angle like that, it's easier to pull off than the straight on pulling off I was doing before. So maybe we stick to push tests from here on out. Jeez. $32.4 on that push test. Yeah, I can understand liking this to be flat. I mean, that, don't get me wrong, that's sexy. That's really nice. It's something I learned to appreciate, I believe, with the thin-born case for the Z Fold 7 is what really taught me to appreciate how good that sight line looks. But hey, but with the little kids, I can't have that. Oh, and also, you know, I blame the little kids, but also they haven't touched this dummy unit, so maybe I should stop blaming my kids, right? All right, so Meemaw, not terrible. I am pleased with that branch out, at least. Well, what else is in here? It's, wait, did this come with a screen protector? And if so, where did I put it? Oh wait, it's literally on the thing. I am just dumb. Wow. Sorry, I find something that says it's an installation guide, and I expect that I actually need to install something. Thanks for stopping by, Ash, and I really appreciate the 10 pounds. Really, really cool. All right, so what else we got here? What's this? Rinky. What's it? This is the Fusion. Yeah, the Fusion. All right, so we got the Rinky Fusion here. And it's it's held together by one small piece of tape, and that piece of tape is thwarting the heck out of me right now. What? Yep. Okay. It's the combination of the tape and the fact that it feels like if I push too hard, it'll rip the box. I guess I don't really care about ripping the box, but there we go. I'm one of those people who unwraps their presents, carefully removing each piece of tape, and then pretending like I'm going to use that wrapping paper for something, and I never do. All right. The Fusion, pretty simple as far as the case goes. And, oh yeah, that's right. I got a Fusion without MagSafe. I realized that after I ordered it, and then I ordered another one with MagSafe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Rinky. Huh. Well, this is for the Z Fold 8, right? Z Fold 8 Ultra, yeah. All right, so we have our first case that doesn't fit in the Rinky Fusion. It does not match up with where this dummy has the camera island, so I cannot put the back piece on. So I will be interested to see if that is still the case with the actual phone, but in the meantime, I would perhaps hold off on getting a Rinky Fusion until that is confirmed. Rinky has had some issues with their Z Fold cases, like at launch. Last year, the Alice at launch was just a absolute train wreck. And then they released the Alice Pro, and that's way better. But the original Alice was just way bad. What do I have here? This is Aoki. I recognize this bag. This is a dropship bag for phone case in like this silly font. I've seen this bag many times. No, I'm not a clear case guy. Closest I've gotten to liking a clear case for myself was the Synthesis. And even that was like a 2 weeks that I lasted using the Synthesis, and then I switched back to using a case that isn't clear. Okay, so we have our first case that is just back piece. I don't think I need the installation video, but thank you, Telex Proof. Wow, this thing is loose in there. Do I need the installation video? Am I dumb? I think I might be dumb. Is this a front piece and a back piece? No, it's... Oh, right, I remember this. I saw this design on, I think, one case for the Z Fold 7, where they basically try to get away with not having a front piece by having the back piece come all the way up and then leaving this part open, so when you open it, it's like this. It's very interesting. It's a terrible design. Look at the hinge. The hinge is actively pushing it back closed. That's not good. All right, straight up.
Can't recommend the owl key case. This is a pretty big design fail. It's too loose. My phone keeps falling out of it, and the hinge is actively trying to close my phone when it's open. So, owl key case, sorry, you need to go back to the drawing board. Yeah. That's what I remember from last year. Hen simple. I only just now realized that's an N and not an M. I thought it was hen simple this whole time, and it's actually hen simple. Huh. That's a yeah. That's a year. I was mistaken about that. Wow. Okay. Hey, this also sales at telecproof.com. That's the same. That's the same customer service email as the owl key was. That's confidence inspiring. Hen simple. Fairly certain it's a dropshipping company. I was fairly certain it was a dropshipping company last year too, if I remember correctly. But again, just because something is dropship doesn't inherently mean it's bad. People can make good stuff on 3D printers as far as a phone case is concerned. Ow! Jeez! Dummy's trying to hurt me now. Sharp. Alright, that is kind of loose on the front piece, though. Does it come with stickers, at least? Because if it comes with stickers, I can forgive a loose front piece. None pre-installed. None in the box. Okay. Yeah. So this one doesn't fit exactly right either. I would stay away from the hen simple as well. It is too easy just it's just not on there like very well at all. Now, it might turn out that the dummy unit is slightly off the actual dimensions and these things actually do fit well, but until I have that confirmation, I cannot recommend you get one of these. Sorry, hen simple. All right, what do we got next? Temdan. That's another drop shipped company. Because that, either that or they like source all of their boxes from the same place, but probably drop shipping. So, two-piece, springy hinge, and might be overly springy. We're about to find out, but I don't think that's as big of an issue when you have a front piece. All right, it fits. It snugged in there real nice, so that's good. Front piece also went on there pretty snug. Good. All right. Let's actually go to the all right, so those are lined up. Good. That's a good chamfer there. That's good. Bezels are good. Has the thing on the side where you can swipe better. I like that. This actually reminds me of the thin armor, to be honest. All right. That fits on there just fine. Oh, magnet's not so great though. Let's find out. Let's look at the magnet. Yeah, that's weak. I swear I had another one of these stands. That's really not great. Okay. Yeah, 'cause that's a factor of the magnet itself. Although it is 8 newtons worse than the last thing we tested, so that's something. Whoa. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I can feel it already. Just trying to. Okay. I can work in this space. All right. Night, Angel. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and pull this off. Oh wow, that just like came straight off. 8.4, that's bad even for a ring. 7.3, that's terrible. Sixteen point three to push. That's very bad. So the magnets on this thing are not good. I mean, the case feels nice. It's got a ring, which I guess if you want a ring, it has one. But again, I always find these to interfere with MagSafe charging. Oh, but that does sound nice. That's a good sounding ring. Whee. Ring doesn't feel cheap. So as long as you don't like MagSafe, as long as you don't mind weaker MagSafe charging, and you just want a ring for having a built-in stand and grip, I would not fault you for getting this case. from whoever that was. Temdan, I think? No? Who was it? I don't remember now. Temdan, right? Temdan, yeah. Okay. It fits the larger MagSafe accessories just fine. Springy hinge. Feels nice. Feels solid. Comes with a screen protector. So, not bad, all in all. Just not good MagSafe. And yeah, still doing fine on divots in the corners and everything being lined up. Like, I'm pretty sure that aspect of phone cases is just solved. Like, basically every phone case has it now. So that's good. Now, the interesting thing will be, does this that came in the same box from Red to Fire, is this the same case that we just looked at a second ago? Let's find out. Already looks kind of different in the hinge. And yeah, the hinge is definitely different. This one's got kind of a texture going. Let's get, come on now. It's got like a textured thing going here. It's got different interior, and the makeup of the back here is different as well. Oh, does this pop out? Is this one of the ones that, no, it's not. Okay. All right, so steps. No. All right, this is not fitting correctly. It's not getting the island right. So this is another one. All right, so Red to Fire, I can't recommend it until I get an actual unit in hand, because while I would like to think that the dummy is 100% accurate, I know that that's not always the case all the time. So until I can confirm or deny that the Red to Fire case just straight up doesn't fit, it goes in the same category as the Rinky Fusion and whatever else that's happened with. All right. I would like to open this Taurus box, please. There we go. You see, a smarter person, or maybe someone who would actually plan on doing this tonight instead of just doing it on a whim, would have probably pre-opened these boxes, or at least pre-taken the annoying shrink wrap off. All right, so what do we got here, Taurus? I remember being unimpressed with the Z Fold 7 Taurus cases, which is too bad, because I like their iPhone cases, and I like their 26 Ultra cases, their 25 Ultra cases. And I was sad that I didn't really care one way or the other about their Z Fold 7 cases, other than the fact that they couldn't get the MagSafe charging because of the ring on the back. All right, so Taurus does provide screen protector. And Taurus's like signature thing is these rings. So this is one that does cardinal directions. So just kind of two different places that it sort of locks in place. Like you can have it in between, but it locks in place in the cardinals. And that does feel, that is a much sturdier ring than, say, Subcases was. It's also much closer to okay, maybe not. Maybe I'm hallucinating it. It's not actually closer to the camera bezel than other cases are. Hinge springs? Hinge springs. So, springy hinge. Snap. Oh, I love that snap sound. Yeah. Taurus's case fit real nice on the dummy. Okay. So, got a good chamfer. Oh, I forgot to look in the corners. You can see the little airbags in there, so that extra shock protection. Pretty good bezel on that. Oh, I'm half tempted to install this screen protector just so I don't wind up cutting myself on this. You know, I think I'm gonna. So these are very easy to install. You just clean this. I'm not going to worry about doing all that. And then you take just kind of take this off. Use the case itself as a guide. Push down. You want to kind of start it in the middle and go outwards for the bubbles. But the bubbles are not going to do well on a case, on a surface that's broken like this. So, all right, now everyone can stop being concerned about me cutting my hand open on stream, or stop like watching out of morbid curiosity. I will not be doing that because I am smart. All right. Can we? Thank you. All right. So, see, just because something has a ring doesn't mean its magnet is necessarily going to be weak. But you do eventually get to the point where the momentum is enough to take it off with these rings, because it's almost like it flings it. All right. Large MagSafe accessory. Fits on there just fine. Getting a lot more success with this generation of phone cases. I think last the Z Fold 7 and maybe the 26 Ultra, maybe case companies have learned from that. So that's good. It's a good sign. Or maybe the coil is farther away in an appreciable manner from the camera island, which is something that I was curious about given that it moved just a hair. But honestly, maybe a hair is all it needed to move. All right, so go ahead and yeah, this is never good. Yeah, 10. Just don't get good numbers on the pull tests with the rings because of physics. 17.5 on the push test. That's kind of meh as well. .5 on the push test. Let's do that again so it's on camera. .16 that time. So that's kind of meh. Taurus's magnets are kind of meh. That's not the first time I've discovered that. So I am kind of in the same boat as I was last year, where, I mean, it's an all right case. It's certainly a known brand and a known quantity, and that's good. But there's better stuff out there for cheaper. All right. So what was that called? That was called the Taurus Q3 Spin Fold. Because I also have the Taurus Stronger Mag. I was at the veg skin one, and yeah, Q3 veg skin leather. Q3 is their code for their ring that spins and locks in that 90-degree fashion. So this one is going to be the same as the one that I just looked at, just with the vegetable leather exterior. So I don't need to open this one right now. This one, however, says it's stronger MagSafe, so let's check it out. And I think maybe at the hour mark, we might take a little bit of a break. Well, I guess the 2-hour mark. Maybe I'll do the rest of these tomorrow during the day. Maybe set up a bit better. Assuming I can even open this one ever. Goodness. Yeah, so this is why I probably need to pre-open the boxes, so I'm not embarrassed like this on stream. Makes sense. So I gotta tell you, like, I don't know. It's the difference between the wide and the ultra. I'm just gonna call them that because I refuse to call the wide just the regular version. But I like calling the ultra the ultra. But I'm just going back and forth in my mind over which one I want. And I think the only reason that I'm thinking about the wide is that it's the shiny new one. And there's part of me that wonders if the wide is just going to blow the ultra out of the water as far as sales are concerned, and whether or not I'm really shooting myself in the foot by going with the ultra for this channel. I guess we'll see. Am I gonna have to bite this box? No, I didn't do it. But when it comes down to it, I think the phone that I chose, the Ultra, is the best one for me. But I might go to Best Buy tomorrow and play with an actual physical one and decide I'm just a complete fool for pre-ordering the Ultra. I guess we'll see. All right, so I'm not going to actually look at this tourist one after all because I can't open the box. All right, so next we have Poetic. Is this their Spartan? Yeah, the Poetic Spartan. I can't remember if I published this review or not, but this is one I did review for the Z Fold 7. I have it around here somewhere. Actually, I think it might be on my desk somewhere. Hold on. Maybe under my desk somewhere? Oh. Oh well. But we got this one open at least. So okay. Oh. Well, there's the back piece for it. So that's actually, it's the exact same case that it ordered. So I have the 8. Whoa, we are wobbling. I have the 8 and the 7 version of this phone case. That's actually interesting. Let's take a quick gander at the differences in these cases. All right, so there's more room in between the camera island and the edge on the 7 than there is on the 8.
It's not like a super huge amount of difference, but it is noticeable. Which is one reason I think that the larger MagSafe accessories are fitting better. However, the 7 is higher, it's closer to the top than the 8. So for sure, the 8's island is down and left, which is kind of what I had gotten from my Z Fold 7 inside my Banks case, where it's up and right. So that makes perfect sense. Where did I actually put the phone, though? Or the dummy unit, I suppose I should say. Where did I put it? On the ground behind me, and I wonder why it's already broken. All right, so once again, we've got the divots in the corners for shock absorption. I like the Spartan. I think it didn't get the default Qi 2 wireless charging, which is one of the reasons I didn't consider it long term. That I don't generally personally use screen protectors. None of my front pieces are going to fit exactly right. Okay, none of the ones that I have with built-in screen protectors are going to fit exactly right because I have a screen protector on there, but it is for the good of my hand, and so I don't cut it open, so I'm just going to have to deal with it. All right, so it does have front piece with the 9H tempered glass, which is nice. It does have springy hinge. It does have, is that a separate piece that pulls out? Yeah, it does come out with stand, which is great. These stands are going to be all the rage for the regular version of the Z Fold 8, though, because MagSafe stands are not going to be able to put them up stably, like as stable as these, in the configuration of 4.3, because the wide is going to have to be open this way for it to be like maximally most efficiently, and it has to be open this way to be used the way it's intended to in the 4x3 manner, because it would be like here, like this. So the MagSafe ring is going to have it off to the side as far as the stand is concerned. So the ones that come with the stand built into the hinge, those cases just got a lot better because you have to have it propped up that way. It's interesting. I just thought of that. I say a lot of things are interesting about phone cases that other people probably don't find interesting, but that's fine. All right, so I'm not sure if this is closing the dummy because of the fact that it's a dummy or because of the fact that the hinge is too strong. But given that I never saw the Z Fold 7 get closed by any case, I'm going to say it's probably the dummy. I wonder how much this thing costs that I like broke it so fast. Okay, so it does have a chamfered down area on the camera bezel, so the larger MagSafe accessories will fit, which, yeah, no problem, none whatsoever. And how is the MagSafe strength?
Pretty good. $20. 20.1, but 20.1. It's pretty good. So yeah, it's not a bad little case here. It's got a good bezel here, chamfer down there, but you would again have to drop it in a very specific way for that to matter. It's got a good hinge. It's got a nice and grippy on the side there. It's got the stand in there. Built-in 9-inch tempered glass screen protector. And this one's clear, so it can show off the color on your phone. And it looks like the Z Fold 8 actually is coming in colors. I was so happy to see that the pistachio color was the exclusive for the Z Fold 8 on the Samsung website, because I'm like, oh, I don't want pistachio. But then, like, for the Ultra, it's violet green, and I really need to see what that color looks like because it sounds right up my alley. All right, so Poetic Spartan is good stuff. That is, I think, all I'm going to do for tonight. If you're watching this afterwards, I'm sorry for how much I babble and how unprepared I was to do this. It was kind of on a whim. I'm probably going to cut bits of this up and make a video out of it. Or at least use my knowledge to very quickly make a video out of this information, which I think is more likely. All right, well, my name's been Steve. This is not the Purple Room, but I was bored and felt like streaming, and have a good night.